external systems are blind, sir. The ship's status is non-operational until the ion storm passes.
Damn this storm. Not now.
I can't wait forever, McNeil. If I must take the fight to you...
It's a fight you will lose.
I've already won the fight. As we speak, the Earth is transforming itself into a virgin paradise, an Eden, awaiting the birth of a new race. A race of which you will be the newest member in a matter of hours.
McNeil will come. He stopped your missiles. He'll stop you.
It's time you saw the future. While you still have human eyes. I have concentrated enough Tiberium in this single warhead to convert the entire planet.
He'll never fire it.
You should pray that I do. I doubt there'd be much of a life for a freak like you in GDI's sanitized world. Prepare the patient for her final Tiberium enhancement. And let's send a little welcoming party for her friends.
What is that? We better get hot, right now! Battle stations! Protect the Kodiak at all costs!
Be advised, Kane is determined to destroy you. The ion storm has grounded the Kodiak. We must protect it until the storm abates. Production will be limited. There is a high probability of equipment malfunction. Caution is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play CC Tiberian Song. With me today is...
G Kirby here again.
So yeah, hope you all like yellow filters, because this is an ion storm mission. We have to defend the Kodiak, which you might recognize down in the lower side of our base here, and it will be under attack from North forces. This mission is sort of can be pretty difficult if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, it's not too bad, although it's still pretty tedious, and I would maintain this is pretty much the worst mission in the game. But you'll see why.
Now, we saw ion storms earlier in the campaign. What exactly do they do other than they disable your radar and they have the random lightning strikes?
Well, they prevent any air units from taking off, and they also disable our hover MLRS. Now, that air unit thing is pretty annoying because the enemy has a lot of artillery, as you can already see, and none of our ground units are good at dealing with them at all.
And of course, I'm assuming air unit includes jump jet.
Yes. We can still build them, but they can't take off, which is better than the other air units at least. Although if they can't take off, there's really no real reason to build them, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, as you could also see from the cutscene, Kane has kind of a pretty boss office. With,
yeah?
What with the whole missile silo right inside of it.
He wasn't looking too hot in the cutscene either.
Yeah, canonical ending for Tiberian Sun, or for Tiberian Dawn, is that the ion cannon destroyed his temple in Sarajevo, and it seems he didn't get off quite so well. So one problem in this mission is, as you can see, all the Tiberian fields in this map are guarded by some cyborgs, some attack cycles, and artillery. So it's kind of important we clear it out immediately. Otherwise, we have no source of income.
Are those just initial, or do they try to reinforce their guards through periodically?
No, luckily they don't reinforce them. Also, you might have seen there's some artillery sneaking around up there. Lucky for me, their AI is kinda retarded and just made them drive around my base instead of actually attacking it.
Artillery is the best scouting unit.
Well, they weren't even scouting so much as driving laps around it. So, yeah, I kinda deviate from my usual build 4 refineries strategy and put up a barracks because I kinda wanted to build a medic. Although I kinda forgot about it subsequently. But yeah, you kinda need to put out some forces really quickly because the enemy will try to attack the Kodiak, and if you don't have enough stuff to defend your base, it can get kinda hectic.
Right, very aggressive in this mission.
Well, really just the initial like 5 minutes or so. Once you actually establish yourself and fend off the first few attacks, it's actually very eventless, and I pretty much cut out 10 minutes of just me waiting for the harvesters to finish and like to harvest enough Tiberium so I can build stuff.
Right. Now it looks like there's, you know, you're defending the Kodiak during the Ion Storm, but there's no timer or anything, so it looks like the Ion Storm lasts until you kill everything on the map.
Yeah, this is really what's the most annoying thing about this mission, because there's a lot of Tiberium fields, and like I said, they're all guarded by like a couple guys, and at the end you just have to run around the entire map and clear it all out. It's just really tedious.
There's a... oh.
Oh yeah, because I attacked that harvester, a billion devil's tongues appear. Yeah, we're gonna rely on our titans pretty heavily in this mission, mainly because they're the only thing that can actually take out artillery with any effectiveness, and also because the enemy has a lot of devil's tongues.
Yeah, and those things will just chew through your grenadiers, disc throwers.
Yeah, one flame stream from them will instantly kill any infantry. Also, you might have noticed all my grenadiers exploded because there's an artillery over there. Yeah, the thing is kind of an asshole, as I found out during the mission. Like, watch that harvester going up there. Watch where it is when the artillery opens fire. Right? So it was like at the edge of a cliff. So just move it back outside the range, right? Except it keeps firing even after it left this what should be its range.
Yeah, I know artilleries, they have a bigger firing range than they do a sight range. So probably what's going on is the harvester there is providing sight to the artillery.
Well, they actually attack even inside the fog of war, so it's not that, but it seems that the artillery will engage units outside their normal range once they actually start engaging them. Also, abusing the Devil's Tongue's crippling weakness, the slope.
I like the destroyable cliff right there, right next to a ramp that already goes up that cliff.
Yeah, that thing is completely useless. In fact, if you do shoot that thing, it actually provides the enemy harvesters with an easier path to your Tiberium field, so they end up snatching up all your Tiberium.
Which is exactly the opposite of what you want.
Yeah. Also, something I want to point out, you can actually build hover MLRS and helipads with orcas and orca bombers, but they're completely useless in this mission because of the Ion Storm.
Yeah, the hovers just kind of, they come out and they immediately just land on the ground. They can't move or anything. And then they're blocking the front of your war factory.
Yeah, they can still fire, as I found out in another mission, but they can't actually move, so they're pretty much just a turret.
Not even a very good one.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
And also another thing to point out is normally you don't actually get any music in Ion Storms. It's replaced by this Ion Storm Ambiente. And I just kind of replaced it with, or not replaced, but I manually started up the music. So that's why you actually hear anything in the background.
Which is a service, because the music in this game, as people have said in the thread, is excellent.
Yeah, it's a service to me as much as it is to the viewer, to be honest. Because you don't see it because of the editing, but like I said, there's just a lot of waiting for harvesters in this mission.
Oh yeah. I imagine the worst part of this mission, though, at least for me, is being blind as far as the radar goes.
Well, yeah, that's kind of annoying, although the map itself isn't that big, so it's tolerable, I think.
I suppose that's a good point.
Yeah, so because we attacked the enemy harvesters, they sent all their attack forces at us, and they don't really have anything left because we have been killing their harvesters. Yeah, so all that's left to do is just take out the stock artillery that's already pre-placed for them. As you can see, it's kind of problematic when you don't have air units. You pretty much just have to get a bunch of Titans and walk up to the artillery, and it almost takes out a Titan even before they even get into range.
Yeah, artillery is, I mean, I've said it before, but artillery is good. I used it mainly as base defense when I played the game. Just put 6 of them in the middle of your base and nothing would get to you.
Oh yes, they pretty much wipe the floor with any ground units. Like, they're extremely accurate, they can hit anything they fire at, and they do a lot of damage. They have incredible range, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, they pretty much have no disadvantages except that they don't take much damage and that they can't defend against air units, so
Yeah, and mobility.
well, mobility doesn't really matter that much when you have range enough to cover half the map.
True. True.
So, of course, the Nod base is cloaked, so we need our sensor unit.
Of course.
Yeah, it's at least nice that they provide us these obvious weak spots in the enemy defenses that we can abuse. Even though the way to them is plastered with artillery.
Well, they can't be completely defenseless, I suppose. It is pretty late in the campaign.
Yeah, although this whole mission feels... it's like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of just filler. And you could see that light infantry going into the area of the cloaking generator.
Yep.
Yeah, so this whole mission is pretty much just filler. It doesn't add anything to the story, it doesn't really serve any plot purpose or anything. It's just there. They really could have cut this out and it wouldn't have changed anything.
Yep.
Hell,
Now we know why. Now we know why McNeil was so mad in the cutscene.
Cloaked unit detected. Cloaked unit detected.
Yeah, also, you can see there a Devil's Tongue slowly creeping up on my position, so I figured I'd send my disc throws as far away as possible.
Smart move.
Oh,
And
of course
annihilate
it
it.
just kinda dies instantly anyway, so... one annoying thing is, if you don't destroy these power plants quickly enough, the AI will just sell them, and it spawns a lot of light infantry, which Titans aren't too great at dealing with.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're much of a threat, but they just take forever to kill them, and so it just kind of gets tedious. But yeah, you don't really need much of in the way of fighting force to actually take this base out. Just a couple titans, couple disc throwers is all you need.
Looks pretty sparse, yeah.
Yeah, I could have built a tech center and gotten myself disruptors, but you don't actually need them, and they're pretty bad at dealing with artillery because they're so slow.
Yeah. For some reason, I always confuse the disruptors with the hovers. I even think the disruptors have, you know, they hover, but they don't do that. Was that a Firestorm unit, or am I just crazy?
You might just be crazy.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I don't think GDI gets anything in Firestorm that's like in the way of the disruptor or hover MRS or anything. Also, we can just kind of take pot shots and be construction out of here.
Yeah, wasn't very well placed, was it?
Well, it would have been if they put up like some obelisks or something near the power plants.
Yeah.
Also got enough of those grenades just bounce off the cliff wall.
Sir. Waiting order.
Yeah, Nod doesn't seem too happy to be using their obelisks. Whenever I played Nod, I had those everywhere. But I guess you did come in the back, didn't you?
Yeah, there are some obelisks down there. Of course, they have no power anymore.
Unit ready. Waiting order. Infantry reporting.
But yeah, once we get them in the Nod campaign, I will make sure to cover all my obvious weak spots with obelisks. Also, the enemy has some banshees for flavor here, but they obviously can't do anything and they're bugged out, so they spawn right next to the helipads. And they also turn to face us.
It's an interesting bug. I love those. I said it before, but I love those repair because it just looks so goofy.
Yeah, like they were going for some kind of scorpion-like design. This just looks really silly.
It's just ridiculous looking.
Unit ready.
So yeah, pretty much all. Yeah.
It was just mopping up now. Looks like.
Yeah. Like I was saying, pretty much just clearing up the map. And like I said, this is extremely tedious because every Tiberian field, and there's like 5 of them on this map, have some guard units. Also the disc thrower just pacing up and down. Must have run out of ammo.
Loud and heavy fire. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Waiting order. Good as done.
There we go. That's the last of it.
Accomplished.